Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff. This is going to be the weekend update with a little kick to it. We are, about 6-7 days away from Christmas. A lot of energy going on for Taurus. So this is probably going to be one of those readings where it's got 50 million different little feet. You have to pick your feet and go for what direction you're going in. Take what resonates, leave the rest on the table. Grandmama used to say, eat the fish, leave the bones. Let's see what we got going on here. This is the 18th through the 22nd of December. So your overall Temperance and 8 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of y'all have some decisions to make. 5 of Cups, change. It's not, the sad shit is not there. I don't know how to say this. Usually 5 of Cups is about misery and, oh Lord, what the hell happened? This is not what this is about. This is about change. And literally, like you turn around and you see the whole thing has to be cleaned. The whole house. Now you just stand there with your hands on your hips like, what? Well, I guess I had to clean that too. This is where you are. You're right there, getting ready to make the changes. I think most of you know what kind of changes you want to implement. Some of y'all are just on the ride and getting the change, probably like me, getting the changes as they come. This can be tricky for Taurus because Tuesday. Oh yeah, that devil card popped up when I was shuffling the cards. What was I going to say? Energy. Taurus. Difficult. This energy might be, I would put it akin to a bull being on the side of a mountain the way you see a goat. That kind of shit right there. So we got the back end of the Temperance card. So this little area, y'all are healing psychic wounds, soul wounds, whatever you want to call them. A lot of the readings I've been doing recently have been about healing things that have really just been devastating to you at any part in your life, especially where love relationships are concerned. Yeah. Some of you may be going back into do-overs for a variety of reasons. Pick one. Some of you may be changing the nature of your relationship with someone. Particularly in the romance department. So you may be going from friends to lovers, or from lovers to a couple, for all of that. A good cross-section of you are probably going to be in the commitment arena in the upcoming days and weeks. As far as if you're not engaged, getting engaged. If you're not married, you're just engaged, talking about the date and how that looks. But this is the bull up on the side of the mountain trying to navigate with your big ass. Trying to do what the goats and the sheep do, hopping around on the side of the mountain. Those of you that have ever seen mountain goats, they are incredible to me because they can hop around on something I couldn't even see, much less put a hoof on, and get to where they're trying to go. At any rate, this is the bull on the side of the mountain. This is tricky for us to navigate because we don't have a lot of wiggle room. We have decisions that have to be made. Some of us are going to have to make, at least in part, some decisions in the dark. You're going to have to just say, fuck it, go on faith, and do the damn thing. Those of you that are embracing change will do well in this energy, despite the 5-ton bull sitting up on the side of the mountain. You will do well. But if you are in any kind of place where you have not even bothered to try to sort of kind of heal something, damn knives in your back, this is going to be difficult. There's no other way to put this. It is what it is. And this is your overall energy we're looking at. If you're not embracing the change, you're going to start to really feel like things are passing you by because you're stuck on some old shit. And I know it's old because I'm looking at the cards. We got the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Temperance card, all with their booties to us. So that means there's some look back going on, because we, and it rightfully so, if you're making a lot of changes, or if you're in a situation where the universe is just kind of throwing different people, places, and things out of your experience and replacing them with other stuff. It's hard not to do a look back. It just is, to think about things that you've had, friends maybe, that you've had, lovers, partners, places that you work. This is all that kind of nostalgic energy. It's really very easy to do a look back. But the thing is that you cannot walk forward looking behind you. And I guess some of you are just so unsure. So many things have happened in the past year or two, especially this year. Things just dramatically changed that you're almost to shutdown mode because you can't do no more changes. But you're going to have to just roll with this. You're going to have to roll with this, Taurus. I know it sucks because I'm feeling the same anxiety and shit that you are. That the Temperance card showing up twice is a message to either find or regain your balance. So that Temperance with the 4 cups on the front end of your overall energy, so that you don't feel like opportunities are passing you by. Get in the moment. Get out of the look back mode so you can find your current mode of balance. Whatever that is for you right now. Because if you continue to stay, what's interesting is that if you look at the front end and you look at the back end, and just look at how vibrant the cards underneath are, talking about what's going on right now versus that look back shit. I'm just saying. Leave the back. That's the best thing I can say to you. Leave the past behind. Fuck it. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. If you can't get your money back, you can't get an item replaced, fuck it. Do not stress on this, Taurus. There's so much good stuff out there. Number one, I think some of y'all are scared. I'm scared. I don't know what good stuff looks like anymore, so I'm kind of one eye open, one eye closed type thing. And it's okay to feel that way, but don't let that feeling, that emotional shit, get you off track. Your challenge, I'm going to just say, just bear this in mind for the duration. You need to stay imbalanced. So you look like that and not be wondering what's behind you. Come on, Taurus. And embrace the change. If you're going to have your head down, you're going to miss the boat sailing past. If you in the middle of your house with your hands on your hips, you're looking at all the shit all over the place. You standing there belly aching about it, it's not going to make it happen. Same energy. Move forward. Those of you that find that to be a monumental task, do it a piece at a time. But in moving forward, the thing is, you got to be in the present moment. You can't be looking behind you trying to drive your damn car forward. It ain't going to happen. Looking at tomorrow, Friday, with the death card on top of the Emperor, some of your stability may be shaken up. So this is for those of you that, and we're in this energy planetarily with, I think, Saturn in Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. I done read so much, my brain is like fried out. But it's the energy of letting go of dependent situations. The way it's being discussed, the way the horoscopes are reading among astrologers is that it's the joint things, joint investments, you and your partner, joint resources, wherever you work, because that's the contract between you and the company you're working for. Any of those kinds of relationships. Some of them, for some of you, may be dependent. That death card is not, I know y'all, it's that, I don't want that. No, we ain't talking about that. I'm talking about dependent ties. Dealing with situations that you have to deal with because you need that paycheck or you need that roommate, come on, to pay the rent so you can do what you need to do. It may be time for some of you to just kind of go back and look at what's important this year, next year, while you're in that mode, what's important, and do you really need what you think you need? You need that extra $200, and I know things are tight, but you gotta move forward. I wish I could explain this energy to you. You have to move forward. You have to recognize the loss and the disappointment. You have to recognize the change. You have to cry over the shit. You need to heal whatever's hurting you still. You gotta go through all of that, but you got to move forward while you're doing it. With the Fool on top of the Three of Cups, thinking about the things that you've accomplished. Believe it or not, that card has something to do with being accomplished. And again, we're talking about three. Talking about that energy, that combined energy. Whatever you decide to do may cost you some painful losses. The best example that I can think of is that if you have a roommate and they're costing you more to be there than they're actually paying you. But in order to get them out of your house, you have to just deal with it. And there's that painful loss. Painful but necessary. You might have to bite down on that bullet one time. And then go back. For many of you, this is about the ledger book. Your resources, your finances, what you're doing. Some of you may need to cut some corners if you were trying to do something big in the future, like buy a house. For some of you, maybe even buying a car. For others of you, even getting a job. You funky ass folks now, they just trying to do their thing. Run your credit so they can decide if they want to interview you for a job. Hey, ew. But that's the world that we live in. So you gotta look at what you've accomplished, Taurus. And then what's not serving you. Whatever is not serving you, cut it. And it may be painful. On more than just an emotional front. It might hurt your pocketbook to say, I am not going to fuck with this person anymore. That's a painful but necessary loss. It's the group dynamic. So for those of you that are dealing in clusters with roommates, with business partners, with investment partners, this is your energy. This is where we are. Saturday, Sunday, Wheel of Fortune on top of the King of Wands. Recognizing the opportunities maybe that need to be seized. Opportunities that may need to be seized. And they may be what you're not used to, Taurus. Non-conformity. But opportunities, the front end of the back end of this is about the cycle of completion. Again, the dependent ties. Right there. Letting them go. And seizing another opportunity that maybe doesn't look like something you would ordinarily do. Now, this is not to tell you to go and be reckless, thoughtless, just jump your ass out there and do whatever. No. But take a look around you. And sometimes we get so caught up in what we're trying to do, we don't even realize we need to be letting some shit, you know what, girl, go on and dance, bye, miss me with that, go ahead, just go. Sometimes we get so caught up in the talking about it. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Girl, I'm just sick of this shit. You commiserating with whomever, and the third person is out doing what the hell they want to do. Butterball ass naked dancing in the field. Come on. Letting go of dependent ties. And sometimes that can get hard because you're the one that needs the dependency. Just saying. And there's no shame in this. I've been here and done all of this 5 times over, I promise you. But take this time to look at what you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to. This little transit we're going through for the next 2 or 3 months will bode with you better if you're not hanging on for dear life. So, those of you that like animation as much as I do, you've seen the cartoon with the bull on the ice sliding around all over, can't get no footing, just gone. Yeah, you kind of want to get in roller coaster mode so that you can experience the changes and not be stuck on bringing the past forward. Even if you're doing a do-over, and I think I said this for the weekly this week for Taurus, if you're doing a do-over with somebody, everything that you know about them, cut it, because it's not the same. It is not the same. I guarantee you it is not the same. Something has changed, and it is worth your trouble if you're doing this to take a stop and take a look, seize that opportunity. I'm just saying. Looking at Monday with the 9 of Pentacles on top of the 7 of Cups, you need to just be pure in your thinking, but shrewd in your actions. Pure in your thinking, but shrewd in your actions. You know what you want, Taurus. You may have a whole litany of things in front of you to choose from right this moment. That can be partners, that can be cars, it could be houses, it could be schools, it could be moving companies, whatever. stay pure of thought, but get a little shrewd with your actions. And I'm saying pure of thought. Keep your thoughts in alignment with what you really want, but you may have to do some finagling, some manipulation, that part. And this may be on many things, even things from the past that you don't want to deal with. Be pure of heart. Keep your intentions in line, but you may have to get a little crafty. Just saying. Things that you need to let go, let them go. Don't deceive yourself. That's 7 of Cups. Self-deception. Don't deceive yourself into thinking, I'm just going to stay here. Okay? Universe is on that. You think you're going to just sit still. It ain't going to happen. Something in your life is going to shake up. And if you're holding on for dear life, it's going to be difficult. I'm just saying, somebody needs to hear it. The devil card with the Queen of Cups. When you're not in the present, you kill one of the best gifts I think God ever gave us, spontaneity. You're stuck. It feels like some of you are just really, it could be, for some of you, it could be mourning the passing of a loved one. Nothing recent, but maybe within the last 5 years. A mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, a family member that you cared about. And you're just kind of going through this phase right now. I think there is a danger for some of you is getting in this little muckety muck right here and not being able to get out. Stay in the moment. Certainly have decisions to make, but you also need to probably face, these are different kind of fears than the usual ones I'm usually having. Facial fears and stand out the window, nighttime, facial fears. This is different than that. This is life-changing things. Like babies coming, people dying, graduating college, buying your first house, big shit, big shit, big shit. Face your fears. Some of you may, I don't know, this is in my head, I hear it. Some of you may be worried about buying a house because you, in the last decade, saw what your parents had to go through to keep whatever. Let the past go. Things have changed. Things have changed. Do whatever research you need to do on whatever thing or person it is you're trying to get wrapped up with. Things that you're doing now, people that you're encountering now, whether it's platonic, romantic, whatever, this is what's going to be going on for the next years. Just throw that out there. So whatever you're getting your wagon hitched up to, this is what you're hitching your wagon to. Where's my 7 of Cups down here? Options. Just forget all the other rest of it. Just options. You got options, but like I said, keep that in line, pure of thought, shrewd in action. Not the best feeling for Christmas, I know, but Christmas may be the very thing to get you out of whatever little funky rut you might be in right now. So I suggest finding Alvin and the Chipmunks. Finding some fun stuff on TV. Get away from the news and the soap operas and the real whatevers or wherever. Just letting that shit go and getting in the present moment and into you so you can move forward. Are they ghosting you? Who needed to hear that? I know you can't even see the card. It's like, what does that say? Are they ghosting you? some of you may be dealing with some old past. These are friendships that ghosting is friendships, but somebody may have been trying to turn something into something else, and realized that they were not ready to do business with you just yet, because they're not where you are. You may be thinking you're at the bottom of the totem pole, Taurus. You are so not. But whoever's not getting in touch with you, and this has got real steel and wood to it, office stuff. Maybe you had an idea or a plan and you shared it with this person, and now suddenly it ain't happening. So that's the are they ghosting you? Seek guidance. Seek guidance. Making big decisions like some of you were getting ready to do. If you need to find somebody to talk to, do it. Do it. It will benefit you lots. Seek guidance. Sit back and watch. Again, this has got a family note to it. But again, dealing with dependent ties. That thing right there. Just sit back and watch and let things unfold organically before you jump in there. The best thing you can do from now till Christmas, Taurus, is be right here in the present moment and try your best not to dwell on negative or things that have hurt you in the past. I know that's easier said than done in some situations, but do your best. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.